So my name is Manishi Singh. I work for Spryker, where my role is running the app composition platform. So I'm the Senior Vice President for App Composition Platform, which is a brand new technology for bringing ease of application composition for our enterprise customers. And it also includes all our technology partnerships with our ISVs. The biggest trend happening right now is around composability. And of course, it has become an industry term, but I think e-commerce is where it's been adopted quite a bit from different angles. And that's where I see it evolve more and more, where customers get a selection for best of breed from providers who are specializing in those categories of business to really compose a solution which serves their needs, which is different from every other organization out there. So it's very similar in every place. Like there is something which is new and that becomes a commodity, and then something new has to replace that. So the standard communication of customer buying and getting notifications about the purchase, about the shipping, about the tracking, about the delivery, that has become commodity. So how do you differentiate from what's that versus what's new? Conversational commerce is of course taking a lot more center stage these days. But again, that needs to be aligned to the customer's experience. Like for example, we work a lot with large companies in the B2B space and the marketplaces space, or companies having very complex B2C transaction requirements. In those, the notifications, just sending notification is okay, but you need more. Like if someone is doing a business of aftermarket spare parts, how do you help them select the best part, especially if it's a marketplace? So, and how do you notify them that the part you were looking for is available, or the part you have is available at a different price from someone else? So those are the kind of communication enhancements we need to create for the customers, which will create a differentiation for this brand from somewhere else, and then they will stick out there. So that's what we're looking at from a communication perspective with Infobip now. Very, very similar to, if you look at ChatGPT is making so much impact right now because it's different, it's not commodity. Everybody's talking about it. And it's a short window of time because very soon that might become commodity as well. So use that differentiation right now to, of course, show the value to the customer on how they can leverage an AI, but just don't jump on the bandwagon of everybody is doing this, so I have to do this as well. It has to drive value for the customer. So while it's important to not lose sight of what's happening in the industry all around us, it's also important to map it to the customer's use case. These are the challenges, Mr. Customer, you face in your industry. Those challenges are not going away just because there's AI. What's important is how you use AI, how you bring in conversational commerce out in those aspects to fulfill these use cases in a faster, better way than what you could have done with the technology which was existing 6 months ago. You can say two levels, just to simplify it. First level is the standard notifications a customer needs in whatever regions they are. We have customers who are global and they run their global brands on Spryker. So it's, you have Europe-based customers serving on, browsing on the website, but the same customer in Australia could also have a similar experience. And Infobip provides us that capability, the platform that doesn't matter where the customer is. We can serve that customer's need globally with them. So that's the basic level of communication. Then it goes to the next level of differentiation, things we've talked about, not just AI, etc., but conversational commerce, applying it to their use cases in the automotive sector, in the manufacturing sector. I like to call it, and it's an industry old term, the art of the possible. We have to show value to the customer. And B2B business, where we are focusing quite a bit now, and as a complex B2C as well, has traditionally lagged the standard B2C. When people think of e-commerce, they can think of, oh, I go to a website, I have to buy something quickly and I'll be done. But we do way more than sell hats and t-shirts. We do really, really complex use cases which customers have. And that's where partnership with Infobip is going to help us, because we can show the customer how a company who's building trucks versus how someone who's building industrial fitments versus someone who's building sensors, each of these can serve their customers with this partnership. So, there are use cases like, self-service quotation for customers. And the buyer now is younger, new generation. They do not want to always call someone and talk about all the different things. So they are on these channels. But we think of these channels, I personally, when I buy, I would love to go through, a phone app and buy. But can that be adopted to the B2B use case, a business buyer who's trying to do this normally in the 9-to-5 sector? And then how do you personalize it for them, right? So a self-service quote in the B2B segment, which can be serving a new generation buyer, which is difficult to personalize because they are buying for the company and not for themselves. Those are the kind of use cases we plan to work with Infobip now. It was a great experience. It's such a beautiful location, and I want to thank the Infobip team for hosting us and giving us the opportunity to not just learn more about the company, but also visit some of the beautiful islands we have here. So that was great. Interacting with people who have come here from so many different sectors of the industry. There's financial industry, there is people from customer service, there are people from insurance domain. So many different learnings I've had, which has been great. Also then, when we started the day yesterday and learning about the product and what you have shown is possible, those have, of course, created some new ideas for me, which I plan to take back to my leadership team, my product team, and work with them on coming up with some joint use cases.